Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys a highlight on, hold on, let me get this. Tae'thelan BLOODWATCHER. So it's a hero that they introduced a few months back, actually, and they changed how the hero works a few times. Now, after you buy 3 spells, you get the next one for free. Now, that sounds really good, but you actually don't have that much control over it because, if it was minions, you can see your options in front of you. But with this hero, you're usually only seeing 1 spell each Tavern refresh. So, if you buy the spell, you might not actually see a good spell that you'd want to use your free buy on for quite some time afterwards. So on that end, honestly, it's pretty mid. But where does this hero win out? The title of the video is he's way better than you think. He is way better than you think. But only if elementals are in the lobby. So he's basically just super good at Living Azurite builds. Living Azurite is that card that gives +1/+1 to all your Tavern elementals when you play a Tavern spell. So even though his hero power can be pretty difficult to utilize for choice spells, it's really good for volume spells. And his buddy, which is also an elemental, meaning that if elementals are in, it can be a lot easier to buff and then keep on the board. It multiplies the spells that you first play on any given turn. The non-golden is the first spell you play, you get an extra copy. The golden one, 2 extra copies. So it's just a whole bunch of spells. The spell volume is really high. The Living Azurite core has been really successful in winning games with many different finishers, actually. Sometimes you can just play Living Azurites if you get enough of them and stay on Tavern 3. It's a build type that can seem pretty samey, but there's so many directions you can take it and so many different kind of win conditions through it. So I actually quite like it, and if you haven't played that much of it, it's certainly a decent time to try. Enjoy. Have elementals. I think elementals is going to be pretty competitive. I don't understand why this is rated so poorly. I think this hero is actually pretty fantastic. Yeah, so apparently the Intel CPU that I have has problems. And not a few amount of problems. Quite a lot amount of problems. And, oh, sorry, I had game sense off. Apparently, one big fix is to the turbo boost. So Intel chips have this thing where, I guess AMD has it as well, but it's called something else. I don't know what it's called. Basically, the typical CPU is clocked fairly low, and then it'll upclock some of the cores if the others are not in use, and this is usually very good because most programs don't use every single core that you have on your computer. Pretty straightforward. Apparently, the default settings for Turbo Boost crash your computer. Yeah, the default settings for Turbo Boost are a little bit too high than the chip should be doing for most chips. So a common fix is to get an AI tweaking tool and to lower the maximum turbo boost clock. Wild. So if I don't crash in Hearthstone today at all, it might actually be that same thing. You think PoE crashes unrelated to that? Well, Hearthstone crashes too. I'm not doubting what you're saying, but I think that's actually pretty decent. By the way. What? You crashed 5 times today. Everyone's crashing in PoE. I tried Vulcan and I didn't make it past the character select screen. Do they not update Vulcan anymore? Vulcan used to be the best way to play PoE. That is decent, but I think I'm gonna go for this here. Oops. I don't play Magic for a few years now. Did I talk to Ziz about my build? Well, I think one guy was like really going ham on making Bleed Gladiator, and apparently he was lurking on Karn's stream when I was sharing it with mine. Because I looked at Steel's stream, I gave my build to Steel Mage, and he's like, "Oh, this guy has like similar setup. Like Kripp has a similar setup to you." He's like, "Yeah, I copied Kripp." I kind of like the Accordotron here.
You ought to fill out your tea.
Okay. Oh, Reynad told me I can tell you anything you want about Bazaar. I guess he trusts me, and he realized that I really like the game. Release date? I mean, I don't know that. I can't tell you stuff I don't know. I think he means in regards to the gameplay. If you guys have any questions, it's very good. Yeah. It's kind of like Battlegrounds, where you like you make a build and you face other builds, but you just play like the same build at that same point in the game. It's not like against 7 other players. You just play like other runs of other people. But give me a second. This is gonna be a pretty tricky turn, so I don't want to screw this up. I will that. I think this I will get, actually, because this has a chance to give me... Yes. The game has a lot of crazy crap, but there's so many ways to win. Like, so many. It's just so fun trying to, like, figure all of it out. Like, in the last playtest, is my first time I ever played, and I was doing really well. Like, people were complaining about some of my builds in our, little friends and family chat. I realized that I can win in Bazaar without actually dealing damage. Like, some of the items in the game are like an axe, right? And some of them, they're like a shield, where you like stop damage. And some of them give you like stats, and some of those stats, usually in much lower values, are permanent. And the game has a mix of like PvP rounds and PvE rounds. So what I was doing in a lot of my really good runs is I would milk the PvE rounds, just going straight to fatigue and stacking up like crazy amounts of permanent buffs. And it would work. I'd maybe lose a few against actual players early on, but then I would have like, I'd just basically like outstat most builds. But what's really cool about it is, yeah, you can play a spell, get a new copy of it. So this is gonna cost me 0, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so we'll do that. Get that. That is good, but maybe not on this turn. Want like a good spell here, if I can get one.
Good pick.
And that is just not a good spell. Out of these... Thing is, I want that one. Like, I really don't think I can actually win here. 1 + 2. So yeah, basically it's a game where you can literally do whatever, and if you do it well enough, you can like win. And whatever includes literally like beating someone with stores, or beating someone by like lifting weights and not actually attacking them, just like scaling stats. So it's just like a really cleverly designed game, I would say.
That one plays well.
Oh, hell yeah. I get a copy of that. Yeah, I think I will do it. Which hero did I enjoy the most? Pig. So there were 3 playable heroes in the last playtest, but you could get cards from a few others. So there's going to be more than 3. I think they're just, you know, still finishing touches and stuff. So the 3 playable was like Pig, which is kind of like you leverage like properties and you play like economy. And I really liked playing Pig, yeah. Then there is Dooley, I think it's called. It's like the little R2-D2 robot thing. Dooley is super cool, but some builds are just like disgustingly broken. The most broken, actually I don't know if that was the most broken. One of the most broken builds is Dooley's. Because he starts with an item that's called like the core. It's kind of like a mech item type of thing. And based on where you put it on your board, it speeds up its trigger for anything you put to the left, but then when it gets used, it speeds up everything you put on the right. So there's like some crazy combos. Okay, we got 16 gold. I think we stay on this tier for now. And then we're not gonna stay on this tier anymore because we want to get some choice cards here. Steel per pirate. I don't have pirates. I don't know if that's really that good. That one is that good, though.
The odds are in my favor.
A strong athlete.
No one disturbs my home.
I can't coin. Just like really sucks. How much is the game going to be? I don't know that stuff. Mostly gameplay. I don't know anything outside of gameplay, really.
I think a medal is in you.
The third hero is, I think it's called Vanessa, and she has like weapon combos. So the game is played by like days, and it ends once you won 10 times. So if you play like a tempo style build, you don't have to have that good of a build, because if you win all 10, you don't need that strong of a build at the end. So the way that it's set up, like, you don't actually need an end game strategy if your early game strategy is good enough. If that makes sense. Maybe I like that actually, but fine, let's do this.
Good pick.
My home.
Hear the sound of the ocean?
Oof.
That's oddly satisfying.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of wasted actually.
No one disturbs my home.
I think I'm going to like hero power and then do strike oil. Wait, I can do strike oil, hero power, and then get 2 more, right?
You're a star athlete, friend.
Probably should have taunted this. -1 elemental player.
Score!
Okay, so if I play that, I get a copy.
What a play!
And this is a new card, so that should work. This should give me 2 copies. I mean, I did push into those quite a bit, but I think those are basically done.
I am one with the thorns.
Turn 11. Fine, let's sell one of them.
Hush now, time for need a drink?
Probably sell that, but we'll see.
Make sure to recruit some
Holy
champions.
crap. Jesus.
Good play. Here's your coin. That one's a rookie.
This is pretty big. I don't even know how much gold I'm going to have next turn.
That one's in your future.
Is it 16? Yeah, I like these elementals.
Score!
I'll probably need a slot. I guess it's time to sell this thing. I don't know if I really want more spells right now. Because we're also kind of fishing for better cards at this point in the game. I just got a free coin. Nice. That is exactly what I wanted. Gives me 2 copies.
Gotta trade them out now and then. A strong one for your team.
I am one with the thorns.
You're at the top of the board.
Well, I didn't realize it goes so damn slow.
Game, set, and match.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess I will buy that.
You're at the top of the board.
Weak. What is this attempted dragon build?
Only nightmares remain.
Game, set, and match. An upgrade to the arena. Everyone's
just-
rooting for that one.
I guess.
That one plays well.
Destroy the surface dwellers.
That one plays well.
The light has left this place.
No one disturbs my home!
It will be a little bit delayed, but there's a good chance that whoever wins doesn't kill the other player here, in which case there will be 2 more rounds. I'm doing okay. Yeah, don't kill him. Unless that guy dies to the ghost. Nope.
Score! That one's a rookie.
Okay. No, I think it's still this play. Oh, whoops.
No one disturbs my home!
one's a rookie.
Nah, there won't be a need for... Whoa! Okay.
You're today's top scorer.
Alrighty.
Score! Wait till you see what's in the trophy case.
I don't actually have a spell, which is pretty weird, huh?
Have a nice day.
Okay. I like the 7/7.
You're
This is only a
today's top
300
scorer.
statted Divine Shield card. I don't think we need it. Pretty merciful.